I see a lot of people talk about what kind of sign there might be, before the uh, rapture, right? That's interesting because I read Amos and I see in Amos chapter 8, verse 9, it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord God, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon and I will darken the earth in the clear day. And being in America, that's really curious because at about noon, when it says it'll make the sun to go down at noon, that would be about nighttime at Israel. So wouldn't that be interesting that the um, the sun would go down and basically would put the sun down at the same sundown as Israel? It's interesting to think about. And I was just when I saw that and started thinking about it, I googled, I searched, could the world be on one universal time? And it just led me to another article uh, from the Smithsonian, which is a respectable, well, what I believe is a respectable site. Said that curiously enough, China in 1949, which is like right around the time Israel became a nation, that China spans five time zones, but in 1949 they went to one time zone for their whole country. Like America has like what, three or more time zones, and we stick to our time zones. China in 1949 went to one time zone. Curious, right? And you know where the president will be in on May 14th in China. But in Revelation 11 it says all the nations are going to rejoice when they see the two witnesses, basically after they die. But then after 3.5 days, they're going to rise. But that's curious how all the nations are going to rejoice at this. And then 3.5 days later, they're going to rise. Well, how is that 3.5 days counted, right? Because 3.5 days right now, as it stands, the whole world wouldn't be included in that, right? Like because of the time differences, there's places that are days behind, enough to where it wouldn't be 3.5 days over the entire world. So when the day of the Lord comes, is the world going to be on one time? Something interesting to think about that I've never thought about.